Hi, welcome to my channel. If you are also up at an odd hour, just like I am right now, unable to sleep because of existential crisis or dread, well, you're not alone. I'm not the only night out here. I can hear people talking. I think I feel not so good about life right now at this point, at this moment, because maybe because it's Monday tomorrow. But also, I've had a trashy weekend. Nothing really happened, and maybe that's the reason. Or I don't know. It just didn't feel right at all. I had the worst day mentally yesterday, and today, well, I tried to sleep it off. A part of the day, I was distracted by chores, and now here we are. So I was doom scrolling today because the day calls for it. I just didn't know what else to do. Didn't have the motivation or nothing. I don't usually doom scroll a lot. I have really limited my screen time, which is commendable, given that I tend to do it quite a lot, maybe a few months ago. Anyway, coming back. So, while I was doom scrolling, I came across this one particular reel, actually, and the girl in it was talking about how knowing so much and being learned has actually messed up her happiness. And then she goes on giving the example of a person who is a hawker. He doesn't know much. He's not educated. I don't think he's so aware about life. He doesn't even want to know anything about life apart from the fact that he has to earn money, go back home, provide for his family, do the same thing over and over again, and he does it. And eventually his children are grown, and then they take over the business, they grow. Life goes on for them, basically. They are not caught in the vicious cycle of questioning and never finding the answer of what is the point exactly. And I do feel it's a very appropriate argument because I mean, no, don't take me wrong. I'm not saying stay unaware, stay uneducated. No, I am so grateful for what I have. Yes, of course. But then I also don't find the point in continuing with this monotonous life. I mean, if I took up this whole project of facing the camera because there was nothing that was challenging me enough. And the problem arises because I feel it's because I'm neither a highly intellectual person, not a philosopher, who can, come up to a conclusion and give a theory and say, yeah, well, this is why this is happening and blah, 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 blah. I can do that. And I am not in the other extreme where I don't question and try to be happy with whatever is at my disposal. I don't know ignorance is bliss, and I don't know how to pacify myself with a logical reasoning that satisfies me. I am somewhere in between. I'm just struck by the lightning of mediocrity. Yeah, that is what is happening to me. And because of this, I'm just running around the bushes, running in circles every day, every moment. I keep on questioning, what is the point? I don't get an answer. And then I distract myself, see some shiny things, run behind it, and yeah, that is it. That is it to my life. And that bugs me to the core. That is not who I want to be. And do I want to be this intellectual? Yeah. That greedy head of mine says yes. Of course, you want to go there, you want to reach there, you want to achieve that. You want to achieve that mental maturity, that intellectual, I don't know, enlightenment, and be someone people look up to, I guess. Not that I want to be a philosopher or an intellectual person. Not that, but be there so that I can be where they were, so that I could pacify myself and in that whole process answer someone else's questions. Also, like Nietzsche. And do I want to be like the other person who does not think about anything, who just does what is told and finds happiness in it? Yeah, well, yeah. That would be awesome. I want to live in that bliss of ignorance. And if I have to be so knowledgeable, so intellectual, then I want to be at that extreme. Because this middle section is how the kids say these days, mid. I don't want mid. It's not helping me. It's not helping me. It's not helping me cope with whatever this is. I don't know. It's a crisis. It's a dreadful situation. I can't even define it. It's just inconvenient. It's inconvenient. And obviously, because of this, I cannot follow a normal person's routine. I will have a terrible start for tomorrow. I know I shouldn't be so cynical and negative about it and just not put that out there in the universe. But I know it's gonna happen because I know myself, and I have been here and done this multiple times before. Only every time I had this before, I never recorded it, and this time I am recording it. So that's the only difference. Other than that, I know exactly how my days are going to go. Unless there's something that happens out of the blue, something nice according to my definition of nice, and I am distracted from this whole thing for a little bit. Some shiny little thing appears, and there goes you girly running after it, running behind that whole idea, or whatever it is. And I don't think it's a nice way to live. I think it's exhausting because at the end of the day, at the end of those nice, light-headedness days comes downer. A downer that is just so hard to come out from. And I'm feeling it right now. So, I don't know. I don't even know if documenting this is a good idea. I don't know if this is ever going to see the light of day. But here I am. Because I started something new and I want to commit to it. And I feel this channel is going to be something close to therapy. Not that I did not try therapy, but talking to another human being has become just so difficult for me, and I haven't, unfortunately, found the right match. Let the blame pass, and then we'll continue. Why is it so difficult for me and for some of us out there who is facing similar situations to be satisfied with anything? I don't know if I should be questioning, but I cannot help it. I cannot help it. I just really don't see the point in anything at all. It's sad, and this is not what I want to, give out to the universe, because I don't want this to be doubled and be given back to me. But I don't even know how to, navigate myself out of it. And it keeps on coming back. It's like, probably, okay, say 15 days, I'm fine. But then there will be one day that'll not go right. And that's it. Then there will be next 10 to 15 days where I'm just in a rut. And I'm sure this happens. I'm not alone, and this happens to many of you out there. So how are we coping? I really want to know. Because honestly, I don't see the point of jumping from one therapist to the other, going back in time, regurgitating everything over and over again, and then finally not finding any solution, or coming to a realization that it's just not going to work out because we're not a good match. In about an hour or two, the whole world will just wake up and get back to what they're doing. I am going to go and do my day job. And this question is unfortunately going to bug me the whole day, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I will find some distraction, but I want to know if there is a solution. Or are we just going to play along this dreadful game called existence?